What's up, everyone? In this episode, I go over, is YouTube really as lucrative as you think it is? It's not. Stay tuned. What is up, you guys? It's your boy Luis Torres, and I figured let me shed a little light with everyone that's out there on how YouTubers make money for the most part, especially with music and gear review. Okay, so to start off with, this it still kind of is in the ballpark with YouTubers that have a million, 2 million subscribers. That's at a different level of the game just because they're that popular. But for YouTubers that are in the 1,000 subscriber range to the 30,000 subscriber range, there's a bunch of different ways to generate revenue. To start off with, you kind of have to figure out what your spiel is, right? So, and it's all about being creative, which is why it's always annoying when a new YouTuber literally copies someone else. Like, there's nothing worse than an established YouTuber seeing a new YouTuber basically copying what they're doing. Like, I've seen a few YouTubers do the drive by with Luis Torres, and I'm just like, why? Like, why would you do that? But, and some guys were talked to by other YouTubers who knew that I was a little, like, bro, why are you taking someone else's style? Like, everyone has their own style. And again, you have to kind of find your own spiel. Like, there are some guys who start YouTube channels and they literally have hundreds of episodes. But after years, because they don't talk, there's no entertainment I don't want to say value, but there's that factor's missing, like, how do you watch you can't watch the Wheel of Fortune without someone being entertaining. You know what I'm saying? So you have to find your spiel. I came onto my own spiel just by accident. Because, unlike some YouTubers, I didn't start this as a YouTube channel. Like, for me, it was, hey, I bought a new amplifier. I bought a new guitar. I don't know. Maybe there's someone out there that may be like, oh, that's cool. So I started just as sharing whatever gear I had just gotten, and then kind of accumulated a bit and found myself having a lot. And people were like, hey, do you still have this amp? You never show it anymore. And I'm like, well, I'm fucking shooting from my living room, So then I revamped my house and created this back wall of amplifiers, and people were just like, dude, get more amps. And that's how I have all this crazy nonsense right now. Okay, so aside from starting your spiel, some guys choose the QVC version, right? If you guys know what I'm talking about, some YouTuber is just like, yo, everyone out there is basically like QVC, which is true, but what channel isn't like that? Like, yo, even the guy that says that he's not like QVC is literally like QVC. There's just two hosts, a host and a hostess. So I'm just like, oh, like, why? I don't understand. Like, why you're almost like trying to say that you're different, but you're really just the same. Like I always say, you can take a pig and put lipstick on it, it's still a pig. So there's that dynamic, right? And of course, there are some guys that use the multi-camera angle. Bro, that is an editing nightmare. Because keep in mind that when someone says that they spend hours on end editing, all of my videos, and this is kind of why I like shooting straight and no editing or no splicing or anything, it's just easier. I literally take all of my video and I just put it on the timeline, so it's done, save, upload, and that's it. That's how I'm able to bang out 5, videos in one day. But some guys have like multi-cameras, and I don't understand why. Like, dude, no one cares. No one cares that much. Like, if you're demoing an amp, like, demo the tone of the amp. I don't need to see your hand picking. You focused playing one from a distance. Like, it's just like, it's just like, to me, I just think that that's like, it's too, to me, for me, that's too much. Like, and keep in mind that for years, I used to be a wedding videographer. I've probably captured 120 weddings. I'm talking about full on 2-hour fully edited videos for couples I captured for 8 hours. That's a different level of the game. But what we do here, yo, it's crazy. Like, I love when someone's just like, oh, this took me forever. I'm like, either you're doing something wrong and you don't know how to edit, or you're not shooting to edit. And that's really important. So aside from the spiel and learning how to edit, the next thing is, how are you going to make money? So as far as, and do this, you're on my channel now, right around here, click on About. When you click on About, this is how you gauge how much money someone's making. So click on my About, and you'll see how many views I've had in its lifetime. Mine is about 1.4 million for guys. And this is just nothing. It's just females end up make more money on YouTube than men do. So rule of thumb is the last 3 digits, they don't exist. Take those out. Now for my 1.4 million views, I'm now, again, take those 3 out. Now I'm at 1,400, right? From that 1,400, you multiply that number by 2. So we're at about 2,800. That's about how much I've made. So if you see a YouTuber and they have 5 million views, again, take out the last 3. Then you're looking at 5,000, multiply that by 2, they've made about $10,000. I mean, it's not brain surgery. You take out the last 3 digits, multiply by 2, the first 4 or 5, 6 digits that they have there, again, multiply by 2, and that's how much money they've made. So someone that has 1 billion views, right? 1 billion, take out the last 3, take that number that they have left, multiply by 2, and that's how much money they've made. Again, super easy to figure out and calculate. So it's not a lot of money. And keep in mind that when you first start off, it trickles in. So your first month, so you have to meet the 2 criterias for monetizing on YouTube is you have to have at least 1,000 subscribers, and you have to meet 4,000 viewable hours. Of that 4,000 hours, just to give you an idea, like this month alone, in the last 28 days, I've had 5,000 hours of viewable content, but I also have almost 600 episodes. So some guys who don't have a lot of episodes, what they do is they will post their videos on all of these different Facebook groups, music accounts, whatever the case is, and they end up getting new subscribers that way. So the way I generate revenue is just through the ads that pop up. So if you see an ad and you're like, I'm gonna hook my man Lou up, click on it, see the advertisement, and that's it. That's how I generate money. Now, because we don't really make a lot of money from YouTube, and again, I'm talking about the subscribers that are ranging from 1,000 subscribers to 30, 40,000 subscribers. At most, guys are making $350 a month, which is just pennies when you realize that, I have amps that are in the thousands. So for me, I'm so deep into the red that it is mind-blowing. And every new item that I get deeper into that red. But the one thing that I love is that I buy all my own shit. Like, music isn't my industry. It's nothing I want to get into. So when people get angry and they're like, you're a terrible guitarist, I'm like, yo, it's a hobby, like legit. It's like the guy that has a bunch of Corvettes in his garage. Like, the guy's not trying to be a race car driver. He just likes Corvettes. I like having guitars and amplifiers, regardless of how good I am at playing. And again, I always, I'm not shy about it. I'm not a great guitarist, but I have fun and I'm happy. And to me, that is everything. The other way that guys make revenue from their YouTube channel is with companies sending them products, and here's, the give and take, and everyone kind of does their approach differently. I don't assume that a company is going to send me gear and that I can keep it. Like, yo, how arrogant would I have to be like, yo, thanks, what's up, papa? Thank you, I really appreciate it. Because then what if they're just like, yo, that cost me $400, break even. I didn't send it to you so you can keep. So I'm always the first one that's just like, hey, what address do you want me to use so I can ship it back? Lucky enough, even with Rev, they were just like, nah, keep it. I'm like, really? They're like, yeah. I was like, yo, it's the first time that a company was just like, here's a bunch of pedals. Enjoy them. If you like the pedals, then awesome. If not, just let us know. Loved all 3 pedals that they sent. Rev pedals are without a doubt absolutely incredible, right? So again, how arrogant would I have to be to just be like, thanks, big guy. I appreciate it. Like, yo, I'm not that guy, and I've never been that guy, and I've never looked at having someone send me something and keeping it as payment, and think that, yeah, I'm Luis Torres, I'm the YouTuber. I've even purchased pedals from Reverb, from builders, and I get it, and it's mine, I own it, and I make a video. Like, I've had 2 builders that were just like, who ended up refunding me a portion. Like, one guy refunded me like 50, like half of it. Another guy refunded me, I think the pedal was like 150, and he refunded me $50. Like, yo, he didn't have to do that. And I don't look for it. I don't demand it. I don't even think that would ever even be an option. And I'm grateful that they did, but I don't look at, hey, I'm going to take, this pedal by Cleartone and be like, hey, great. I'm going to keep it. So I got this pedal for free from Cleartone, but again, it wasn't like, hey, thanks. He's just like, all of a sudden this box arrived from Germany, or actually I got a notice letting me know that something was coming from Germany. I'm like, who do I know in Germany? And I have friends in Germany. And then here comes this box, and it was the Oh My Goat. And of course he had a little note like, hey, enjoy it. Hope you love it. And it was a gift. And I made a video with it and absolutely love it. This is such a sick pedal. But it's not because I got something for free, because if I didn't like it, and trust me, I've actually had pedals that I got and I'm like, I'm not going to make a video. Let me put it back in the case and ship it back to them. Because, I just think that if you don't like something, don't say that it's good. Don't, it's more important for me to be real with you guys than it is to say, I really don't like this pedal, but I want to keep it so I can sell it. So I'm going to say it's great so I can keep it as payment. And then I'm going to sell it, and that's how I'm going to make money with my video, because I took the time to create a video and demo it. And, you probably just shouldn't have made a demo with it. And trust, I've had tons of gear sent to me and I'm just like, I just want to let you know I didn't really like it, and I'm sending it in the mail tomorrow. Here's, and then the next day I'll send them the tracking number so they know. To me, that's just how I roll, and some guys appreciate it and some guys don't, but in the end, that's how I am. And I feel like there's this kind of dark looming cloud over this whole gear reviewing YouTube thing, because I just think that some guys just purposely will keep gear just to get paid. And to me, I can get away with that. And again, I can't stress that I don't do this for a living. I'm not in a band. I'm not a professional musician. I'm not trying to be a professional musician. I'm literally the guy who has a dartboard in his house and he's just playing darts without ever thinking I'm going to become a dart master and become a champion. Like, that's never something that I want to do. So when I buy this gear, I buy it because I want it. when I buy a pedal, I buy it because I want it. And sometimes I get pedals because some YouTuber went ahead and shared it. And I'm like, yo, this pedal's absolutely terrible. Yo, the Bogner Uberschall pedal. I should contact Avi and be like, bro, you guys need to make this pedal an absolute masterpiece going forward for 2022, and call it like the Uberschall 2 pedal or something like that. But I bought the Bogner Uberschall pedal because at the time I wanted to hear what a Bogner sounds like, and I actually really didn't like that pedal, and a lot of people haven't, but I've actually seen videos from YouTubers who shall remain nameless saying that it's an absolutely killer pedal. And yet, most of the people that I know that have ever had a Bogner Uberschall pedal, they're just like, dude, that pedal's awful. It's terrible. So I don't know, like, is it that they want the pedal so they can keep it and sell it? So that's why I think you just need to be careful with the YouTubers that you listen to, and that's just like anything. Like, yo, you don't take random life advice from someone that's clearly down and out on their luck, like, yo, bro, don't give me advice. Take your own advice first and then share that with me. But I feel like some guys, and I get it, like some guys, I know one guy who got fired from his company and he is trying to be a YouTuber and doing whatever he can to make money. But, so I get that is kind of naturally skewed because whatever gear they can get their hands on is what's going to help them pay their mortgage that month. So there's, again, that little dark cloud that's about to loom into this whole area, because who do you trust? Even when guys disclose what they have, what they got for free, like, yo, if Karsten sent me the Oh My Goat pedal and was just like, hey, hope you love it, and I didn't like it, I would have shipped it back to Germany and been like, hey, you know what? I didn't like it, but please take this pedal, sell it to someone that is looking to buy it, that is going to love it. I don't, but here it is. But thank you so much for even thinking of me. So there's not a lot of money in this YouTube review thing. It is what it is. It's just like that. Some guys own businesses and they are trying to supplement what they're doing. Some are professional musicians and they went to school for music and they teach lessons, and this is one way to get new clients, so they can generate more income. And I get that whole aspect of it. At the same time, understand that some people are naturally going to be biased just because of that. And, I value for me personally, I value the YouTuber that doesn't really have a YouTube channel, who's just like, hey, I bought this amp and I think you're going to like it. For instance, so instead of getting, and this is kind of ballsy, but I was this close to buying the PV Iconic so I can own it and put it up against all these amps, and not, and some people were just like, yo, just buy it, use it, make a few videos, and then ship it back to, or bring it back to Guitar Center. So, because they have their return policy. But I'm not like that. I'm not going to buy an amp, make a bunch of videos, compare it, and then bring it back. Like, I'm either going to buy it and own up to what it can or can't do, or I'm just not going to waste my time. And after using it, and that's just me, I decided, I think that there are better amps out there. Literally a few weeks, 2 weeks later, I think it was, I ended up picking up, because of my boy Chris Reardon out in Massachusetts, I ended up getting a PV 6534 Plus, US made, and that's actually arriving today. So make sure you stay tuned later when I do the unboxing video for the PV 6534 Plus, which is basically a 6505 Plus with EL34 tubes. And someone explained it earlier today. The cleans are better, and the blue channel is voiced differently. And I'm hoping that, like everyone says, the EL34 tubes is a huge difference compared to the 6L6s found in the 6505. So this is a long episode, 18 going on 19 minutes. Yeah, you know how long it's going to take me to edit all this? 2 minutes. 2 minutes. That's it. Yo, listen. talk to me when you shoot something for 9 hours and then it takes you 3 hours to edit all of that. Okay, keep that in mind. So when someone's making a 10-minute video and they're saying, it took me 6 hours. No, it didn't. No, it didn't. The only people that will think that that's the case is people that don't do editing. But, you know, like if you guys saw me edit, you'd be like, that's it. That's it, dude. Like, what time is it now? Look, it's 10:59 a.m. 10:59, right? 10:59, right? Here's my zenith. Flyback. 10:59, right? From here, I'm going to take a photo. I'm going to go and edit this, and let's see what time it'll pop up. And I'll just write that in the description. I'll just be like, yo, 10:59. But again, it's easy, especially the way I do it, because I don't have a bunch of camera angles. You know why? You know why I don't shoot with other camera angles? Because ain't nobody got time for that. Ain't nobody got time to spend shooting my profile, my guitar, my amp that I'm using. Come on, dude. You know, if you want to be entertaining, just start dancing around, you know? Do something funny that'll make guys laugh. So guys, hey, hit the subscribe button. Thank you so much for watching. I hope this kind of cleared up the revenue side of YouTube, you know, and it is what it is. YouTubers don't really make a lot of money. So, but you know, I get the guys that are trying to make a living out of it. I don't know how they're paying their mortgage and their rent, even dudes that have jobs and are trying to make YouTube channels. And I'm just like, yo, there's not a lot of money in it. So I don't know what you guys are doing. For me, the only gratifying factor that I get from having a YouTube channel is the fact that I now have a huge family of just dudes, of just down-to-earth guys who are just like, yo, you gonna do your Taco Tuesdays again? You know, I'm gonna have some good tequila this Tuesday, so make sure you make one. And to me, this is just fun. This is just fun. Don't take any of this that seriously, because with all this drama, yo, like I was laughing, like, yo, that's how, when someone makes a video about me, I laugh. I'm just like, what? That's hilarious. Like, yo, legit, I just think it's funny. Because, yo, if I don't take this seriously, you guys definitely shouldn't take it seriously. And neither should other YouTubers. But I get it. I get it. Yo, tell me that wasn't entertaining, though. It was entertaining. If nothing else, the whole drama was just making dudes laugh. And people were just sending me messages. And, you know, with these gifs of people of Michael Jackson eating popcorn. Like, yes, dude. Like, to me, if anything, that entertainment factor was absolutely hilarious. But, you know, like anything else, you got to move on. So again, stay tuned to the 6534 plus unboxing video that arrives today. I'm literally going to get it, plug it in live, put it right into my Mesa 412 cabinet, and you guys will hear me. And yes, you will continue to hear my guitar strings, because that's just how this dude rolls. Guys, thank you so much for watching. And as usual, I will talk to you soon.